here. Be the change you want to see. Sometimes that is inside. We are talking about caring and loving for yourself. The book is 21 Days to Self-Love. It's so funny, I always want to turn the girl upside right, but that's the right way right there. Sara Drury is the author of this book, and she is here with us now.
Yes.
SaraDrury.com if you want to keep up with her. And again, the book is 21 Days to Self-Love. What made you sit down and write this?
Well, it comes from a very personal place, obviously. But yeah, this was my journey. This is a book about my journey and me finding my way back to myself and my way back to my own self-love. And once I kind of figured out a few things for myself, I wanted to share it.
So, do you know what took you off that course to begin with? Just life itself?
Yeah, I think we all have things that kind of take us away from just our own internal guidance along the way. So yes, I mean, my childhood was kind of chaotic, and there were a lot of different things. I think a lot of times it can be something that happens in our childhood that kind of takes us out of this. And it doesn't even have to be a trauma. Sometimes it can just be something that we heard, you know, over and over again, or just something that makes us feel a little bit of a disconnect within ourselves. So this was the process of finding your way back.
Sometimes you find your way back and then you lose yourself again, and you find your way back and you lose yourself again.
That's right.
Okay, so let's get started here. The first thing you do, you say, to practice self-love is boundaries. Sometimes that's hard because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yes.
But what about your feelings?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what boundaries are all about. It's not really about making other people feel bad, but it's about putting yourself first and putting some things in place so that you can show up better for other people. If you have those boundaries in place for yourself, the way that you are going about your life, you're gonna be happier, you're gonna be have more sanity. If you're constantly people pleasing and putting everyone else above yourself, it's the whole thing of putting on your oxygen mask in the airplane, yes, before you help everyone else. So to me, it is a way to love yourself, but it's also a way for you to show up more fully for other people.
See, I saw something once, and I'm not learned this yet, so I'll just tell you now. I do everything that everybody wants me to do, and then I fall down dead. That's what I do.
But like you said, it is a process and a journey, for sure.
But I saw a saying that said, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Exactly.
When it's gone, and something will be lacking if you're doing that.
That's right. And that's exactly what this entire book is all about, is filling your cup.
Yeah, because you can't give anything else if there's nothing in there. If you've used it all up on everybody else.
And then conversely, if you are full, there's going to be an overflow. There's going to be a spilling over.
Yeah. Then you have something to give.
Exactly.
Because your cup runneth over.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
So affirmations, I love affirmations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one painted on the back of my door that said, I am not afraid of the storm. I am learning how to sail my ship.
Ooh, I love that.
Right?
That's beautiful.
I love it.
Yes. Okay, so we're always saying affirmations to ourselves, whether we realize it or not. That's right. There can be negative affirmations that you're saying to yourself on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And most people have those lined up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And so affirmations in this sense is about when those things pop up, inevitably, because they will. We're all human. We're all going to be having something negative pop into our mind every now and again. That's just part of it. But having something ready to replace the negative one with, having something positive to then kind of put in there, where you kind of become aware that you're having this negative thought. A lot of times it's about ourselves, right? And so you're kind of changing the conversation that's happening in your head already, but now you're replacing it with something positive.
There's a song when I was at Unity we used to sing, and it says, our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying.
Amen.
So you have to watch what you say, because when you put that prayer out there, you claimed it.
That's right.
And so it is, if you keep saying, I'm fat.
Yes.
Or I'll never get a guy.
Yes.
Or I'll never, that's like a prayer. You're saying it over and over again.
That's exactly right. I've also heard that worrying is praying for what you don't want, which is kind of similar, where it's these thoughts that we continue to have over and over. We don't understand how powerful they are. So it's exactly what you just said.
The Latin root of worry, do you know what it is?
No.
To strangle.
Oh, see? So powerful.
To strangle. That's what it means. Okay, we're not done yet. How are you feeling? Hopefully some of this is resonating in you and you're going, oh, I do that and I've got to change it with a good habit. Hang on, we're learning to love ourselves. Stay right there. Be the change you want to see. We're talking about the change in you right now. You can't do anything at all if you are not cared for. The book is 21 Days to Self-Love by Sara, Drury, and it is wonderful. It's unlocking your inner magic and creating the life of your dreams. Another thing we need to do to love ourselves, take time. I need to print this one on my forehead. Take time for yourself.
That's right.
Just to be quiet, to journal, get out in nature, whatever it needs to be for you.
Exactly.
What fills you up?
That's exactly right. It's not about just journaling or just getting out in nature or just doing anything. It's really, the whole book is really kind of showing you that you're in charge of your life and you get to kind of go back and decide what you like, what lights you up, what fills you up, and how you want to do this. And so absolutely, I think just being in silence, just being quiet sometimes, just being with yourself. And so that can look like a lot of different things. It can look like getting out in nature and just going for a walk even, just to quiet your mind and recenter yourself is so important. And it's so simple,
Yeah.
but yet it can be really difficult to find the time to do it.
If we don't do the number one thing at the beginning, we were talking, setting our boundaries, you're never going to get to number 3.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Never
right.
going to get to it. Number 4, let go of comparison.
Yes.
Holy cow. Which is not possible when we're always looking at everybody else's lives, or people are always telling us who we are on social media.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why the social media aspect is so important. But here's the thing that people almost miss again is it's so simple, but you control what you see on social media.
Yeah.
But
You control what you believe too.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. But so you don't have to go follow the people that make you feel lesser than. Unfollow them. That's okay. And you really don't have to listen to anyone else's opinion about you. You know, I love the quote, I'm going to totally butcher it, but the sun and the moon do completely different things, right? But they each have their own perfect place in the world.
Yes.
Same as us. We all are different, vastly different, and we don't all need to look or act or be the same. And so if we can kind of take a step back and not be comparing ourselves to anyone else and just be who we are, that's gonna really set you up.
Stew is good because it has so many different elements in it. Could you imagine having a stew all made with potatoes, nothing but potatoes? That'd be potato soup, wouldn't it?
That's
but
right.
You don't want potato soup every day either. You don't. You
That's
just don't.
right. Yeah.
Train your brain to be in gratitude. Now, I'll tell you, and I don't even know where I got this, but joy does not bring gratitude. Gratitude brings joy.
That's right. That's exactly right. And nobody, well, that's not true. A lot of people know that. We just don't practice it.
Yeah.
We just don't put it into practice in our lives in a daily kind of a way. And it's maybe the most important thing on the list because, like you said, everything else can flow out of those things. If we can find something to be grateful for, then everything else is going to start to fall into place. And there's so much to be grateful for.
Yeah.
And you mentioned retraining the brain. if we are constantly looking for things that are negative, that we are upset about, that we're worrying about,
And
we
that's
already
how
mentioned
we
that,
start.
then you start to kind of, go down that spiral. But if you can stop it, again, kind of become aware and redirect it to something that you're grateful for, you're gonna start to find more things that you're grateful for.
Now, where do you find the book? Where can we get the book?
You can get it online at my website, which is saradrury.com. And it should be up on Amazon soon as well.
That's awesome. I was looking in here, and some of the things, I know you have a few worksheets in here. You have some places where you can write your thoughts while you're reading.
Yes.
Write a love letter to yourself. We can
Yeah.
always tell somebody else why we love them so. Well, what about yourself?
Exactly, exactly. And I like this one so much because it's about turning that attention back on yourself and kind of putting yourself in a position of like a best friend, where what would you say to your best friend? Would you tell them they're ugly and fat and stupid and horrible? No, of course you would never say that. Or to your child, thinking about how you speak to your child. You would never say a lot of the things that just naturally end up popping up into our minds about ourselves. So this is really about, again, retraining how you think about yourself and feel about yourself on the deepest levels.
Yeah, and if you would say something like that to yourself or your child, then we need to start at the beginning again.
That's right.
All the way
Start
to
over.
Forgive yourself.
Yeah,
That's so huge.
Yes, yes. So there's a whole, thought about forgiving other people, and I think that's really powerful too, and I think it's really important.
Because even when you forgive other people, you do that for yourself as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is like we never turn that around and focus it back on ourselves. So that's why I wanted to put in this book it's all about you, because I think the better we are as people, the better we can assist and help everyone else in the world, including our kids and siblings and parents and all of that. But every bit of it has to start with us.
Yeah, day starts with us, good thoughts start with us.
Right, the boundaries.
Boundaries, I'm learning. I'm only
We all are.
57, give me a break, I'm a pup. Again, the book is 21 Days to Self-Love. Sarah Drury, you can go to saradrury.com or soon on Amazon. New year, new you. Are you tired of hearing that? Okay, anything else that we missed?
I think that we pretty much covered it, yes.
Get the book, How to Unlock Your Inner Magic and Create the Life of Your Dreams.
Right.
John's next. Thanks.